Hey everyone, so you've seen quite a few videos from us fishing at different rivers and lakes, and today we're going to do something a little different. You can see downtown Vancouver behind us, and we're doing a bit of saltwater salmon fishing today, and we're fishing with Jason from Bon Chovy Fishing Charters, and he's just going to drop down the crab trap right now, and before we're heading out to troll for some salmon. So what are we using today for bait?
For bait, we're just using a Chinook head from a fish we caught yesterday.
Okay.
And it's tough to beat real salmon for crab bait, so we're going to toss it down about 50 feet of water. And we're right off Spanish Banks here.
And what species of crab are we going for?
Dungeness crabs.
Dungeness crabs?
Yeah, it's the wrong habitat for red rock crab,
right.
So it's primarily all Dungeness.
Yeah. Before we put the crab bait down there, we're going to put some of this crab and shrimp brine, crab and shrimp fill from Palsky bait, and just see if it works really well. Okay, that's pretty strong. Is that the smell from the brine, or just the fish?
That's a brine.
From the brine, right?
Yeah, it smells. Definitely got some smell on it.
Wow, that's strong. Well, I think the crabs will like this. So you're gonna chuck this in the net, right? And
you betcha. Yeah, it's all saturated now.
Okay. I don't want to. Oops.
Definitely gonna have some smell down there.
Yeah.
So there we go. Close enough.
So what's a typical crabbing spot that we're looking for? Is it sandy bottom, I guess?
Yeah, nice and sandy. Yeah, big shoals of sand, and pretty much all of English Bay is all nice and sandy. So you can basically crab anywhere in English Bay from 20 feet all the way down to 160 feet.
Okay, yeah.
So it's pretty broadcasts in all those spots.
Lots of different options.
Yeah, it's, and then all the way down to the Fraser mouth as well. There's all kinds of opportunity all the way down.
And is it pretty seasonal? This time of year is usually better than other time of year, or?
Now it's pretty good. Usually, like May and June, is usually pretty good. And the reason for that is the commercial season hasn't opened up.
Oh, okay, yeah, great. So hopefully we'll see some crabs.
You betcha. So right now we're right off Cowan's Point, which is right there.
Okay.
And that's the southern end of Bowen Island. So when people reference South Bowen, it's just this random area from kind of Cowan's Point to Passage to the QA, just offshore in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And a lot of these fish are feeding on herring and krill at times as well.
Okay.
And they're just suspended in the water column. So we're just trying to intercept them.
Great.
And we're coming up to the low tide, which is at 10:30. It's 10:15 now, so hopefully we can drop right into one.
Yeah.
But apparently it's been pretty slow this morning.
Yeah. So you mentioned that the fishing is usually better when it's outgoing, right?
In this area, an outgoing tide is key. So it's outgoing for the next 20 minutes, and then we got a slack tide, so that's usually a pretty good time.
Okay.
So let's hope
for the best.
Oh, fish on! Oh,
that was fast.
That's lucky. And then make sure you let him run when he wants to run.
Yep.
Ooh. How's your drag there, Rod?
Yeah, it should be okay.
That's pretty good time.
Well, that was pretty fast. That's the second rod you dropped in, and I'm just
oh,
it came up.
He's still there. He's still there. He's still there. He's still there.
No, he's still there.
I don't know how big he is.
Is he?
He's just coming right at you.
Pretty sure did he come
He's
up?
still there. No, he's still there. He's a little guy, maybe.
Okay, little undersized one.
Let me just hold up for one sec there, Rod.
Oh, little guy.
Maybe just steer him around the other side if you can.
Sure.
A little challenging. Sometimes you get lucky, you just rub one side, and then I think he might be a little small.
Yeah, it's pretty small. So what's the size limit for these guys?
It's 24.5 inches, so he's a bit too small.
A little too small? We'll take a look at him anyways.
Barbless hooks that comes
you just hold the fish, So that's a Chinook salmon. It's undersized, so we got to put this one back.
65 feet on anchovy.
We'll get it again next year. Well, that's a pretty good start. Yeah, second rod in, and we've only been fishing for 10 minutes. Yeah. So you're just rigging up another anchovy, right?
Yeah, and this is a Reese Davis teaser head. It's glow, which is really important in May and June because it's really dirty water.
Right.
And then we're just using a single owner and then a Gamakatsu in the back.
So I guess scent is pretty important.
Scent is pretty important, especially in this dirty water because we're right off the Fraser River and there's so much silt that it's really key to have a nice rolling, stinky bait. And when you have your anchovy, kind of roll something like that. And we're just gonna reset it and go. Pretty scrappy little fish though.
Yeah. It was just coming towards me, I thought it came off.
So did I thought it was gone, and then I saw him rip across the surface there. I guess we'll just turn around and go back to where that one was, roughly.
This is pretty seasonal fishery. Can you do it year round or?
Yeah, it's year round. The only tough months we find are late October and November, and that's just after all the
salmon have gone.
The salmon have gone in the river, and then they get replaced by winter springs, which start in late November.
Right.
And it can be pretty solid all winter long, from December through March.
Okay. And those fish are feeding fish that
they're just feeding, they're just eating.
Yeah.
So they're just in the stage of their life where they just want to eat, and they're just in Vancouver Harbor or the backside of Bowen Island's good.
Yeah.
And they're just feeding on herring and sticklebacks and things like that.
Yeah. And we're fishing early May today, and these fish will be feeding, and I guess they'll be heading back to the river by the end of summer, early fall, right?
For the most part, yeah. Now they're just fattening up. And just getting.
And you were saying most of these fish are heading up to the Capilanos and.
Well, some of them, but they could be going basically anywhere. Yeah. But a lot of the fish we're getting now are marbles, which means they're kind of white, kind of red.
Yeah.
And a lot of these fish are probably from the Harrison Chilliwack system and things like that. And then they're just fattening up right now, and then they'll be feeding for the next few months, and then the return is 30 pounders in September and October.
Right. What would you say is the best month for this type of fishery? So if people want to come out, what would be the is it the Chinook, winter Chinook fishing, or is it sockeye fishing in the summer, or?
It all depends on because salmon are always moving, and every year is so different because some years you have big sockeye runs, so suddenly sockeye is awesome.
Yeah.
But in years where there's not as many sockeye, then you're fishing for Chinook all year round, and in the winter is good. I mean, May and June in this area and over on the Gulf Islands can be really good.
Right.
And then another time is September and October, right below the Lionsgate Bridge off the Capilano River.
Okay.
It's pretty good for big Chinook, only minutes from downtown.
But there's also coho as well outside Capilano
Coho as
River.
well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
For
so
sure.
Lots of different options.
Lots of options, yeah.
People want to come out,
But there is obviously the odd slow day and stuff like that because it is fishing. But there's always a pretty decent chance,
Yeah.
There's never a day where you can't realistically hook a salmon in Vancouver. Some days are slower, but.
Would you say that's the exciting part about saltwater fishing, because it's so unpredictable. You never know.
You never know.
You just never know what's going to happen, right?
Never know.
Yeah. So we're packing up now.
Yeah, it was. We fished for about 45 minutes off the south end of Bon. We hooked a fish right when we got here. That was a little too small, but it sounds like it's been a little slow this morning. So we're gonna go and try inside the harbor for the start of the flood tide.
Head back in there. So I guess that first fish was kind of lucky.
Yeah, we 2 rods in and got a bite, but it sounds like it was kind of lucky because it sounds like it's a little slower than yesterday anyway.
Yeah, because the other boats didn't get anything too, right? So
no, I think there was 2 bites between 4 or 5 boats, so it doesn't make us want to stay too much, you know.
Right. Well, let's go back in and see if we can get one there. So new spot?
New spot, yeah. We just came into Vancouver Harbor, and now we're right off the Bellboy. We're just gonna troll.
This is another, I guess, another productive spot locally.
You bet, yeah. All spring and actually, for that matter, all the way into the fall. Yeah. There's always waves of fish rolling through here, and usually there's some bait in here as well because there's a long ledge that runs from here down to Jericho. Yeah. And you can hold herring and stuff like that.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing how close we are to downtown because UBC is right beside us.
Yeah, you bet. Here, yeah, within a few miles for sure.
You don't have to go very far to catch nice salmon, hopefully, anyways. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Real more, like
that?
Yeah.
Like that?
There you go, you got him,
I got it?
Yeah, you got him.
Okay.
And then do your drag there.
Okay, yeah.
You drag fast.
Drag right here, right, yep. I got it.
That's a better one.
Yeah, a little bigger, isn't it?
Same thing, we were putting one side down and he hit.
Yeah. I was just getting ready to relax.
Then with these ones here, you want to keep the rod really high. You don't want to pump it too much.
Right on. Yeah.
That's a better fish.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at keeping the tension on, so you're not worried about you.
I try to.
That's too funny. Hey, both times, as soon as we're setting up, we call that the drop-in bite. But this one's much bigger than our last one.
Seems like it, yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely on the clip pretty hard.
Oh, nice that's fish. Pretty big, yeah.
You just jumped there.
Yeah, oh, look at that.
That was on an anchovy at 105 feet. But you just want to watch your slack. You want to make sure you have tension there, because if you come down too fast, then you just give them slack.
Right.
So always good to have the rod tip nice and high. There he is. You know what, we'll probably take him on this side, Rod. He's coming this side.
Okay, sure.
Oh, now let's go the other way.
Coming. Oh, jeez.
Oh, here, little guy.
One more. There you go.
I'm not quite done, is he?
Not yet.
Okay, you're almost there.
Okay, almost there. Okay, they got it?
Yeah, we got him.
Oh, that was a workout.
Nice fish.
It's a pretty nice fish. A little bigger than the last one.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, about 12 or 13 pounds?
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess that's what we're after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of neat. That happened twice. We put the rods down and hit right away.
Yeah.
So that's...
Yeah, and that's a keeper, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's about 29, 30 inches, and that's a Chinook salmon that's just feeding. You know, he's not mature. He's just in the area feeding, and you can tell by his deep kind of purplish green hue there that he's just in the prime of his life, you know?
Excellent.
Cool. Right on.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you.
Start.
Thanks, Trace.
Yeah, he's probably 12, 13 pounds, eh? Yeah. We're in there, nice fish. And you got him pretty good there, you know, he's right in the... He wasn't gonna
So you're running what, 30 pound test?
Yeah, 25 pound test, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And pretty good, yeah, like he wasn't going too far there.
Yeah.
Barbless hook pops right out.
So there's no chance that fish will break off?
Not break off, but like it's barbless, so if he would turn his head, he could maybe pop off, but he was buried right in the bone there, so if you get him there, he's pretty good.
Yeah. There you go. So that's the first keeper of the day. We're just outside of downtown Vancouver. You can see downtown Vancouver right behind us, and woke up this morning at 7 and we're out fishing within an hour later, and look at that, nice salmon. Perfect. So that second fish came pretty fast, eh?
Yeah, 2 rods in again, and the same thing happened.
Yeah, second rod down, getting the third and fourth rod in, and before you even got to it, you had a fish on. That was great. Is that pretty typical, or?
For some reason, I don't know why it is. As soon as you drop your gear, like I don't know if the boat's charged or something, you get these drop-in bites, as we call them. But it happens more often than it happens often. So it's not really. It's no longer a coincidence anymore. It happens all the time. So
right.
I don't know what it is, whether it's charge or voltage or something, or just being in the right spot. But it happens a lot. So.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for the next bite, so tell us a little bit about your fishing charters here. How long have you been guiding?
Well, we started Bon Chovy Fishing Charters in 2006, and we started with 1 boat. And prior to that, Jeff and I were both guiding here locally and in the Charlottes for a number of years, and then we thought that we'd do what we've always wanted to do, and we started the company up in 2006.
Nice. And
we bought our second boat in 2008, and this year we added this boat here. And so now we run 3 boats, and we also operate a 38-foot Uniflight as well. That is owned by our associate for our large groups. So now we have 3 Grady Whites, 2 that are 23 feet. This one that's 30 feet here that we're on now, and a larger Uniflight. So now we basically operate 4 boats.
Right. And you guide year round, I guess.
Year round.
Fishing year round.
Yeah, you betcha. January through December, there's usually something going on every month of the year. Right. There's obviously slower times, but we're fortunate here that there's rarely a day in the year where there's no chance at a salmon. There's always a chance here. Right. So it's pretty nice that way.
Yeah. And like I said, we're right outside downtown Vancouver, and if people come to visit Vancouver, they fly into YVR, they can get on the SkyTrain, get to downtown, and then pretty much right at your doorstep, right? They can just hop on the boat and go out and fish for the day if they want. They don't have to bring anything. No, right? No. We supply rods, reels, bait, you name it. They just have to step on the boat, and away you go. And from YVR downtown, we're basically minutes away, so it's pretty convenient. Even right now, we're off UBC, and we're about 6 miles from downtown Vancouver. So that's great. It's pretty convenient. Yeah. He's pretty tight in the drag there. You might want to pop it back there. There you go. Oh, did I just get a bite, or no? I entangled with you a bit. That's okay. It's okay. Do you want to take 1 step back? Okay. Yeah. This looks like a bigger fish. Bit of a tangle. Might quit. Nah. Yeah. Sorry. That's all right. Oops. Well, this will be interesting. This will be fun. Yeah. Well, okay, just. Okay, I'll step back. Oh. Okay, stop right there. Hopefully I didn't bite the wrong one. Oh, this is not good. Ah, sorry. That's all right. Just the nature of the beast, right? Yeah. Oh, got it. Oh, you might have your free spool on there. Oh, it went off. Yeah. Oh, you're on that side already? Yeah. Pretty good fighter, that one. Yeah. That was a bit of a gong show, eh?
I'm not gonna have time to pull the other side, so we're just gonna have to deal with it here.
I'll try to get this side.
He takes a pretty good line there, eh?
Yeah.
If you just gonna slow down on him from one side, just so I can get this downrigger down there. Just hold it.
Should I just keep going that way then?
Well, ideally on this side, but I mean, he's obviously telling us what to do. It'll just be tough to net and throw all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'll do? I'm just gonna shift all this stuff over here.
Okay, sure. A bit of chaos going on.
Nice fish. Ooh. How are we doing?
Alright, we're almost there.
Okay. Just watch that downrigger if you can.
Yeah,
sure. And you can't reel anymore. Okay.
Oh, got it.
Looks like a twin to the other one.
Yeah, looks like it. Must be from the same school.
Oh man. Yeah, a little smaller. Bit of a bleeder there. He was actually a harder fighter, eh?
On the spoon.
That was on a green glow.
Yeah, on the green spoon.
Cool.
Ooh. That's good.
Cool. That's a bit of a gong show.
Yeah, it's, with the tangles, everything, yeah. That fish actually fought a lot stronger than I thought it would be a lot bigger.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay, so here we go. That's fish number 2. It's a pretty good morning. We've only been fishing for, I don't know, 3 hours?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah, so we caught one right away as soon as we dropped down. Then we waited for, I don't know, 45 minutes. Then we got the second, and then we got this one, right? So I see out on the sound it's like, it's just over 100 feet deep over here.
Yeah, you bet.
So how do you determine how deep you want to fish it?
A lot of it is the time of year.
Yeah.
In the winter months, a lot of the fish are right in the bottom, just because a lot of the bait is also on the bottom. But as spring rolls around, they start to suspend. The bait comes up, and they're more scattered. So in the spring and summer, we just generally start coming up and up and up and up and up.
Okay, yeah.
So it's more of a timing thing.
Yeah.
But up until early April, we're right on the bottom.
Yeah.
But in April, May, they'll suspend as high as 40 feet.
Right.
The one bite we've had so far this morning was shallow at 65 feet. But
yeah. But I guess just over the years, from fishing season after season, you figure out, when they might.
For the most part,
where they might be, right?
So. But having said that, there's no rule in fishing either, so they can always come up and be a little higher than the norm. But in April and May, where it's usually 60 to 140.
Okay.
Sometimes a little shallower. Somewhere in there.
Yeah. So the rods are hooked up on the downrigger. I never used a downrigger before, so that just to send the bait and the spoon down to where you want to fish it, right?
Exactly, yeah. It takes us down to our desired depth.
Right.
So if we want to fish 80 feet, there's a counter here, and it tells us exactly how deep we are. And we're also able to stack these riggers, so we can actually run 2 lines off one downrigger, and we space them about 20 feet apart.
Okay. So that's it for the day?
That's it, we're all done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we missed that one. Couldn't get the rod out of the holder there.
She wasn't quick enough.
Yeah, she wasn't quick enough, yeah. That was probably the 25 pounder we're looking at after today.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you going to do now?
We're going to go check our traps.
Well, that's right, the crabs. Yeah.
They've been soaking now for about 4 or 5 hours, so hopefully there's a few in there.
Okay, hopefully.
a few in there.
Oh, there's a couple in there.
Looks like three
yeah.
keepers.
Oh yeah. Nice. So what's the daily quota for crabs?
You're allowed 4 per person per license.
Okay, and what's the size limit?
6.5 inches.
6.5 inches.
So that one's
right across the carapace, I guess?
Exactly, from point to point. So from there to there, but this guy's a little too small. These ones are all
okay. So throw that one back.
All well over, but yeah. And then you can only keep males.
Yeah.
No females, but these are all well over. So a few nice ones anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
a big crab.
Yeah. That's pretty nice. Dinner.
Okay, next one. Do I pull it?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, sure. You want to hook?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
if you want.
Sure. Okay. How deep is this?
70. Oh, team.
It's getting up there.
Little guys.
Oh, little guys.
One key, or maybe 2 keepers.
Okay, so how do you tell the difference between a male and a female?
So the female on the abdomen is more roundy there.
Okay.
So you can see right there it's round, and then on the on the male it's more of a triangle. But you can tell by this abdomen right there.
So that's pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious,
yeah.
and females are usually smaller, and yeah, that's about it. Just you can always look by the abdomen right there, and they're usually smaller.
Okay. So that's it for crabbing. We got 4 keepers.
Yeah.
There were quite a few in there actually. There were maybe 10 in total.
A lot of smaller ones, but we got 4 nice ones anyway. Not too bad.
That's not a bad morning at all.
No.
Yeah.
You know,
4 crabs and 2 salmon, and
you
know, just outside of downtown Vancouver.
Yeah. No, it's a solid day. You know, we left at about 10 o'clock, and it's 3 o'clock now, and had a few crab, a few salmon.
It's an excellent day. Well, thanks again, Jason.
You betcha.
Yeah.
My
so
pleasure.
If anyone wants to come out to fishing in Vancouver for salmon and crab, definitely give Jason a call. What's the phone number?
604-763-5460.
And you can also check out his website as well, which is bonchovy.com.
Exactly,
right?
bonchovy.com.
Excellent. All right, well, let's go home.
All right, let's take off.
Hey everyone, so we hope that you enjoyed this special feature on the saltwater salmon fishery around Vancouver. And if you want to see more fishing videos, please check out our YouTube channel, and be sure to check out our last video feature on float fishing for trout with salmon eggs. And if you want more fishing information in British Columbia, please check out our website at fishingwithrod.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment. We're also happy to get back to you. Until next time, good luck fishing.